Published 0442 EDT, 22 September 2017. Updated 0619 EDT, 22 September 2017. Kym Marsh admits she's had a strange relationship with cigarettes throughout her life, from social smoking as a teen to using them as a stress reliever as an adult. But now the 41-year-old actress, who smoked her first cigarette at 15, has given them up for good, and said the driving force behind her decision to quit was her desire to be around to watch her children grow up. "I've always been on and off. In times of stress, I'd reach for cigarettes. It was like an emotional crutch," she told Female. "I want to be a positive role model in my kids' lives. I wanted to watch my children get married and have kids themselves. I wanted to be around, and I wanted to be healthier." The Coronation Street star, who has children Emily, 20, and David Cunliffe, 18, and daughter Polly Lomas, 6, explained that finding a solid reason kept her willpower strong and enabled her to finally kick the habit of 25 years. Kym Marsh, 41, has given up cigarettes for good and is backing the StopTobe campaign, which encourages smokers to stop for 28 days to kick the habit. Kym, who has 3 children, said they were the driving force behind her decision because she wanted to be around to see them get married and have their own children. The Coronation Street actress grew up in a smoking household and constantly found herself returning to the cigarettes over the years, but now she has been smoke-free for 18 months. Kym grew up in a smoking household and says her father used to smoke 40 cigarettes a day, which contributed to his cardiac arrest at just 49. It was a shock to her, but despite this, Kym admits she would smoke on and off. "I would always go back to them after a short period of time," she said. "I would be out with my friends, and before you know it, I'd smoke 20 in one night. The next day I couldn't think of anything worse. But then the next Saturday night you could bet I'd be doing it again." Twicemery. Kym, who has been smoke-free for 18 months, is backing the StopTober campaign to help the nation's smokers quit for 28 days this October. "You have to want to stop smoking. If you don't really want to, you won't. Having willpower. Finding a reason is always a good thing." And Kym also shared how her own decision to quit has affected her 20-year-old daughter Emily, who has been a smoker in the past but has ditched them in favor of a vape. "Emily did smoke. She's quitting now, and I'm really pleased because it's not something I want to see her doing," said Kym. "She is an adult, and it's hard when they're adults, even though they're still your children. You can't force them to do something they don't want to do." Kym, pictured with her son David, 18, and Emily, 20, says she wouldn't want to see her children smoke and has persuaded her eldest daughter to give up smoking and vape. Kym first found fame as part of the reality TV band Hearsay before quitting music to move on to acting in Coronation Street, where she has played Michelle Connor for over a decade. The busy mother of 3, who first found fame in music group Hearsay before going on to play Michelle Connor in Corey, which she now starred in for over a decade, said she immediately noticed the benefits after giving up. "Write a quit list, all the reasons you want to quit. Throw away all smoking paraphernalia to remove temptation. Choose whatever stop smoking aid works for you. There is no right or wrong. Take up some form of physical activity. Figure out your smoking triggers and be prepared to deal with them. Get extra help and support." Source: Dr. Dawn Harper, who is supporting the StopTober campaign as well as banishing the lingering smell of smoke. She noticed big differences in her skin and her fitness levels increased. And she admits having health consultant Matthew Baker as her other half has certainly helped. He has never smoked. "Exercise is an important part of life. I thoroughly enjoy it," she said. "I think a healthy regime is key in quitting. You need to find something to replace that with, and it's helped me a lot. Now in times of stress, I'm more inclined to go for a run than I am to do anything bad." With a huge range of stop smoking aids, services and technology now on offer, quitting is no longer the unpleasant physical and emotional journey it once was. The StopTober campaign is based around research that suggests if you can make it to 28 days smoke-free, you're 5 times more likely to quit for good. And according to Kym, her story is proof that it really works, and she believes anyone can follow in her footsteps. "Anything is possible," she said. Kym Marsh is encouraging the thousands of smokers to give quitting a go for StopTober from 1st October. Search StopTober for all the support you need to quit. www.nhs.uk/StopTober